Yeah. Welcome back, movie fans, and happy New Year. It's 2024. And to celebrate, we're going to be watching from 1995, an American romance film directed by Forrest Whitaker in his feature film directorial debut. Starring Whitney Houston and Angela Bassett, it's Waiting to Exhale. This is a film I've been wanting to watch since the 90s, maybe? I don't think I ever got around to watching it. Maybe my parents watched it. It was probably too adult. I don't think my brother and I got to watch it. But being a big fan of Whitney Houston, as well as all of the music in this film, this mid-90s R&B music that I know saturates this film, I wanted to see this. Now, this film is a film marketed to black people, starring an all-black cast, an all-black female soundtrack, as previously mentioned. So as well as being a New Year's Eve film, apparently, it fits in the short run of 90s black movies that we already did here on the Moviecast. Now back to the music. The original score was composed by Babyface. And then the soundtrack includes the number one hits Exhale, Shoop Shoop by Whitney Houston, Let It Flow by Toni Braxton, Not Gonna Cry by Mary J. Blige, Sitting Up in My Room by Brandy, Count on Me by Whitney Houston and CeCe Winans, all of which reached the top 10 on Billboard's Hot 100. The movie itself was a success, budget of $16 million, grossed $82, but received mixed critical responses. A lot of the critics enjoyed seeing black women on film, but thought that the actual production of the film was not so great, with, quote, uneven acting and a sporadically interesting story. Thank you, Wikipedia, for all of this. Roger Ebert positively reviewed the film, calling it an escapist fantasy, musing, quote, I wish I had her problems, and her car, house, wardrobe, figure, and men. And so I think it may fall into that rich, beautiful people problems and the inability for some to relate to that, especially if it's their own foolishness that causes it. So we'll have to look out for that as we watch it. Anyway, with all the star power and all of the hype around this film, and the fact that I've conflated this with how Stella got her groove back in my head, we'll have to watch the latter on this movie cast as well, just to tell the difference. I am eager to see this and to ring in 2024 with this 1995 film that apparently is a New Year's Eve film. So there must be something around New Year's around this. We'll have to see what it is. I don't own this one on physical media as of yet. We'll watch it and see if it's worth purchasing for archival purposes, but it is streaming on Hulu right now. So if you have Hulu or perhaps any of the larger family of Hulu channels, you know what I'm talking about, go ahead and fire it up. And we are going to do the countdown from a paused click on the streaming button. So if you do own this on DVD and you're following along, I'm sure it will be much the same. And I'll describe exactly which title card I'm seeing so you can make sure that we are going through this together. Everything is queued up and I've paused it, scrubbed back to the start of the film. On Hulu, it's saying the film is 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 23 seconds. So you can match that with whatever cut you have. And let's start the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. And you should see the Fox logo, 20th century, with the fanfare blasting loud like a Star Wars movie. Appears to be an older logo. Definitely not full HD here, at least streaming on my end. And now we're into the film. And it is New Year's Eve. A Forrest Whitaker film. We are looking out on Arizona. Leon. I'm not even sure I know who just Leon is. Okay, yeah, so I see what you mean. You're driving a Mercedes, a convertible, and of course, your beautiful Whitney Houston. So already we've separated ourselves from the common folk here. Does it? And we assume she's leaving what, LA? Well, that's not a Mercedes. What is that? Still, nice convertible, and a woman who just ups and leaves because she can. Now we meet Angela. Her kids are in prep school. Good gracious. Oh, what? Oh my, what a statement. Oh, I would too. Okay, it's definitely very New Year's Eve. Yeah, because that's how it works. All four at once? Mm, is that true? Whitney's taste in men leaves a lot to be desired in real life, huh? We didn't list the rest of the extended cast, but you're going to see them as they come in. And it is a lot of familiar faces. Whoa. I don't think they care. Oh, God. Business events? Mm, nice cut in. So we're going to get an R rating for the F words. Ouch. Yeah, I mean, what does she mean? Because he's rich? She is too. So, Mm. Why would it be in a gym bag? But okay. This dialogue, this narrative of real men, real women is just so unsettling to watch, especially by today's social, I wouldn't say advancements, but complications in dialogue around. Damn, look at that. That looks good. Donald Faison. Darling of the 90s, darling of the 2000s. I guess still darling for some people. Truth hurts, doesn't it? What's with the DJ narrator? Name drops Brandy. Let's get down in there, though. Whitney and that smoky eyes, man. It's definitely her look. God damn, she's fine, huh? So New Year's Eve kicks off this film, but I'm guessing we're going to move on. Ooh, God, predatorial. There's only 2 men at that table, too. I don't, it's not a. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to have to wait long looking like her for male attention. A lot of imagery in this already, right? Like, you just take it in visually, you take it in sonically, and we've talked about this before. And anyone who analyzes movies knows this too. It's part of the magic. It's something you want to happen. It's part of the suspension of disbelief, but it's also like this is a very heavy image moment for someone we barely know and we know nothing about her other than she possibly has conflicting morals too. So it's kind of pornographic is what it is. Yeah. I exhale. So that's the part I remember from the preview, that line. Yeah, psychologically, there's deep problems with all of this, but you know, mm, even better music right now. Is that is that a saying? I don't know. Damn, what a house! There's a lot of exhaling in this film, isn't there? Nobody really waited that long to do it. We got the exhale immediately. So I'm not sure if there's going to be more exhaling, a callback. That's an odd cut, man. Oh, first time filmmaker, but mm, mm, get really bringing race in here for no reason, but you know, white woman throwing a tirade about her husband leaving her for a black woman would be just as disturbing. So aren't you glad he was organized and neat? You want your man to be a slob? Damn. How many cars you got in that garage, too? Now, again, if you just blindly identify with this woman, I want to know why. I want to know why. Because she's a black woman like you, and anything she does is okay. I want to understand that, because right now, I'm not really digging her character's motivations here. If they didn't want to live where they live, they shouldn't have gone there. If the school isn't good, that's one thing. I agree that diversity in education and life in general is good, but depends where you live. And you're rich as hell, you can afford to have the best. And blow up a car, it's more psychotic behavior. But again, it's a fantasy, it's escapist. People have been wronged, whether or not they think they should be. Nobody thinks they're the villain, right? But who hasn't dreamed of acting this way? Real life, you'd go to jail. Kaboom. Again, back to the visual. Visually, this is iconic. Surface level, it's iconic. Can't lie about that. But as we're trying to get to know these people, all I'm seeing is, again, kind of what those reviews were saying. Well, this is a little realistic then. You could burn trash in your own yard. Okay, or never mind. She's going to pay zero repercussions for that. Yeah, CD stereo. Damn. Then why are you about to fuck him? Is she sleeping to get ahead? Forrest Whitaker's living vicariously through this man now. Oh, yeah. It's a rather small bed. for two people. I guess it's just hers, though, but... What now? Is any of that correct? So they're both lying? Yeah. Yes, the answer is yes. Doing it shirt on? Well, you feel it, right? Sweating a lot already, isn't he? Now again, why is she doing this? I don't think the motivation's explained. It would be better if he was shirtless. More sweat all over her. V8, as in a car or the drink. I'm not up on all this lingo. I mean, she went from one scene of, just being kind of uncensored and raging, but I wanna lick, 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 lick you from your head to your toes. Hey, at least he's trying to talk a little bit. All right. See, this is where we lose a lot of people, I think. So, yeah, that makes you happy? Yeah, exactly. I just want to reproduce and live a fancy life and not work, not do anything artistic, not do anything philanthropic. Just, I want to bang hotties like you. Well, it's still the most human interaction we've had between two people so far, so it's something. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Be no problem there. No? Okay. She's saying she orgasmed off that? Or later? Just got away with burning a car, calling out the fire department with zero financial or legal repercussions. So, yeah. She's watching home movies. May not be the smartest thing to do. Good. Probably isn't. Things are complex. Do you even know what you need? And what do? You don't have a job, so you're a kept woman too. We don't know yet, but God, I wish I lived there. Pool and a chimenea. Keep thinking about that chicken I saw earlier. I want 2 fried chicken breasts. Can keep the white bread unless there's something to sop it up with. But if she made that herself, that, oh God, nothing like homemade fried chicken. She's got some wings. Well, what else do we have there? That's coated for fat. Damn, girl, you healthy. Oh, Giancarlo, Chicken Man. Is this his origin story here? Good to see him too. I told you there was a stacked cast list. Giancarlo had been around for a long time before Breaking Bad. Like the no collar button ups. That was a thing in the 90s, and I believe it's making a comeback here in late 2023 24. More smoky eyes. His Soul Glow hair doesn't look right. he's going to come out to her. Just like Chicken Man, this could be his story. Or I believe, yeah, there we go. So, could exactly be. I mean, I think if they knew each other or had any relationship, really, she could respond a little differently. She would know. Fancy private school not really working. $1. So funny. Ha ha ha. $1 for all this expensive stuff. You're giving away lots of books too. Good song. Okay, so I guess New Year's is over and done. So the New Year's part of this film is very light. Just kind of sets them up and then oops. Yep. Well, ooh, yeah, this film is nasty. Big stick exploding from the inside out, getting wet. This film is raunchy. I do like that part. I like the F bombs being dropped. All the men in this film are the exact same way. There we go. So well done. That said, I wouldn't last very long with Whitney Houston or any of these gorgeous women either. So get that one out of the way. Get a longer one. Oh, okay. Assault. Yeah, I mean, she's crazy. Oh, she did? Off focus shot? I don't know. It's pretty ugly. I would be like, no, take her away. She just assaulted a woman. Making it about children is also trashy as all fuck. It's about you. Ooh. Yeah, I'm getting a full clothed BJ. Whoop. Ouch. There you go. Ooh. Spain? Gets to go to Spain? Gap year or something? Hey, look, it's a graph. Oh, business. The graph will explain all. Mortgage on that big ass house? Then get a job. Damn, how you get help like that? Lawyer who actually will fight for you? Another fantasy. I love her bad mouth though. Nothing wrong with a little change. Gonna change it up sometimes. More chicken wings. It's cool that the club gives you chicken wings in a bowl of ranch. 8 or 10 times the amount you need for those wings. Nobody else is eating in the entire joint. I missed the word fine. Bring it back, y'all. Come on, kids. Bring back fine and tight. Ooh. A rainy day in Arizona. Well, tell him to roll down the fucking window. He's got a classic truck, though. It's kind of cool. Yeah, the way he's acting right now, I would be a little perturbed, too. Oh. Woman? Why do you like this guy? What made you like him? There's zero. I mean, did you even know him? Biting the ass is an intimate thing that takes time to work up to. Just cocaine. If he got the good shit, it's coming from Whitney. A dark joke. Is it too soon? But damn, Whitney did love cocaine. Mm-mm. So she's an editor too. She said producer. I guess that's everything. But look at that equipment. Damn. I have a rich voice. Mm. You feminists out there, what do you think of that statement? Ugh, I hate weak hugs. And I bet all of the above happens. You mad? You mad, bro? Does any number have 555 in it? Yeah. And why are you even there with him? And how is she meeting these men? She met him at the bar, I guess. It's before internet dating, which could, easily explain all these randos. But now again, a woman that fine probably can't walk down the street without having men throw themselves at her feet. But Jesus, that's what you do in Arizona. Oh, some camels now. Tell your kid to not answer the door for randos, too. Uh, yeah, because you're special. Lady Llama race. Yeah, so another production comment we can have is the plot just kind of moves from one man to the next here. A lot of phone conversations in this film, too. I know that was a thing people did, but couldn't they just be talking to each other face to face? Aren't they friends? If you have these four friends, you also have to do inter-friend dynamics, right? How they bond. We're going to introduce a third person to this dream sequence. Damn, that was easy. Mm. A lot of eye candy for women in this, too. Mm. Now, that actor was in the Temptations movie. Angela Bassett, of course, played Tina Turner in that biopic. So he's a man of traditional principles. Yeah, I don't really know what the problems are. Back to that review, like they all want to have this love or something, this super attractive, apparently big dicked man. They want to be married, they want to be rich, they want to be kept. Whitney Houston's the only one who seems to have an interesting career that she's working on. Is it Gospel Church in Arizona? I was gonna say, why is he sleeveless like that? But okay. Yeah, I mean, fair. Overly dramatic score, babyface. I don't think it fits this scene. Troy's high is what. What? No one. No woman ever wants to just do that. Okay, what a weird. I'd be like, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to sleep. Jesus. They met in a grocery store? Yeah, exactly. Why are you wearing leather in the summertime? got, got his ass. All right. Music aside, maybe my favorite scene. Because he got beamed. Another phone conversation. All right. Yeah. This is just silly. What did that add to the plot? And all of them have issues, and yet around each other, they're all like, oh, well, I'm smarter than this bitch. He's my friend and I'm supposed to care about, but I guess that's realistic. Oh, Loretta is getting hers now. I'm a legendary tap dancer. And he is, if you don't know him. Nasty. Yeah, you want to help? What's with that dick look there? Male, female gaze? Captured well by Ghost Dog. Directed by Ghost Dog. We will have to watch Ghost Dog Way of the Samurai because that is kind of a interesting film. And I guess this movie paved the way for that film. Is that this blank check? So only chubby chasers can like her. Meanwhile, we explored the other woman liking a heavier set dude and how they got around that. Attraction is many things. It's not just one. It's not just image. I would say an often underspoken means of attraction sexually and otherwise is how safe you make another person feel. It's a moment of vulnerability and understanding that someone has your back and will be safe in all aspects. Disease, procreation, being honest about, what you want, even if it's you don't know. Those things can go a long way to helping ease the tensions, make you feel more responsive towards someone, male or female. I do believe that is a universal thing, but I do also believe it's never articulated so quickly, and it should be. Now back to the male gaze. Oh. Two big melons. Nice match cut. How clever. But it basically doesn't read, and if you didn't really think about it, you wouldn't pick up on that. Damn. Back to that again. And what are you? How are you some sort of paragon of blackness compared to him? Yeah. Emotions aside. She's already admitted that she's part of the problem. But I imagine large swaths of superficial analysis and identity matching. I don't know what it is. Nice bassoon back there. Not something you see in a little trio or quartet that often. I like a bassoon. It's an interesting sound. Damn, that came out quick. Or you just put the glass up there. Oh, it was a cigarette ashtray. Because, of course, she's a smoker. Was she always a smoker, or was it the divorce? You could still smoke inside back then. Not that I enjoy that. I'm glad we got rid of that, because cigarettes smell like ass. Reefer, on the other hand, always delightful. And there he is. I was waiting for this cameo. One of the best of all time. One of my favorites, your favorites. The Snipe Man. And if she ends up with him, she really got the jackpot. I fight vampires. He's definitely trying to pick her up. I guess going out in public and being alone is kind of a signifier for a lot of people that you want someone to approach you, which is not the case. And it does work both ways. I, as a man, have gone to many, many, many things solo, a lot of music events, primarily because I like jazz and not a lot of people I know like jazz. And if you depend on someone to always be with you, you're going to limit what you get to experience. But I'll sit by myself. Someone will approach, girl, man, thinking that you want company. And the problem is you can't go out anywhere and not be around people. My favorite places are the jazz bars where it's only me and the performers. I'm sure the performers hate that. I make sure to tip well, as best I can, but I'm responsive to the band. I listen, I applaud, get into it. It's a very heavy conversation. I would probably be like, "Well, I'm sorry. I've got other things to do." Yeah. Then again, he asked for it. Well, maybe you should have developed yourself as a human and have a passion. Is this the courthouse? What kind of courthouse has a bar like this? Mm, it's a good point. I'd like to. Are you going to ask about what he does at all? Mm. Let's go bang in the bathroom. Oh, really? Mm. Mm. So now he's unloading on her. It's called dumping. This is very slow. I mean, I know it's another seduction. I'd rather see more of Loretta Devine's seductions, though. But as the fat one, she doesn't get as much attention, I guess. You're not. I mean, she has a quarter glass full of scotch still. Maybe next time, because I need to go get a job to support my kids. And what is he drinking again? I forgot, but looks like brandy or cognac. I like that painting up there, the red and black one. Whitney singing over her own scene. Or I think it's her. Oh, I'm here to sell you insurance. That is her singing. Mm, nice try. Yeah, good. Ugh, bad acting, bad dialogue. Nice. I like the person busking that we can't hear. So how much time has passed since New Year's Eve? Still January? I mean, how convenient. All these women just have men kind of throwing themselves at them. I mean, there's more of that romance porn. It's the longest Allstate commercial I've ever seen. The long con. Damn, he got to kiss Whitney Houston, man. Ooh, motorboat her a little bit. Wonder if he ever remembers this, doing those commercials. Okay, so the exhale theme is pretty much universal between all of the women here, but all right. Now I'm not sure. Are we going to have an act three? I mean, it's hard to even determine the plot here because really the only act is her divorce. The other women are just dating, I guess, kind of. Mm, yeah, maybe it's not the right time then if she's your wife is still there, dying. Hit her with a soft focus. Yeah, and I don't like racists. But then why are you in this woman's room? You could have had this conversation at the bar. And also, her latent racism is a little disturbing at this point. But I'm willing to cheat on her. I don't understand your motivation now, Wes. You're a bit conflicted here too, which is fine. Imperfect characters. You think? Well, then maybe they didn't feel that way. What a nebulous answer, but perfect for this film and this situation. Right. Knowing that a lot of people bang in their clothes in this film, we can't rule it out. Good cuddle sessions, always a good way to meet someone, though. Shoes on. I don't know about all that, though. Still a good match for her. She should, ugh. Um, what? Is that Tariq? Donald? Well, some time has passed. Oh, sing happy birthday with Whitney Houston. Gotta harmonize. Because there are better ones east of the Mississippi. Damn. What was with the saxophone scene? It's just random. There's a lot of spit in that blow. Now she smokes? Yeah, why did you write all those songs, Whitney? Yep, we know you did. You better ash that before it falls on the carpet. But, okay, so what? You're all getting laid and you have been anytime you want. Loretta is on a 10-year drought, though. But she's got her tap dancer. No, don't do it. Isn't she going to get arrested? Acting violent? I think that would come into reasons for divorce. Possibly custody fight. Your mom's a raging lunatic. Yeah, stalking, harassment. It's not her fault. Yeah, don't be doing this from my house. Thank you. So get it out to them. And now here's your healing scene. What? What? I don't know. Maybe we're evolving into a more progressive. There's that racism again. Ouch. Nice shout out to Pepsi. But it brings up the complicated role of who pursues whom. And Everybody wants to be pursued. Everybody likes attention. Blow out those candles, man. Don't leave the house with fire going. Is that a Trans Am? Was it just a dream? Or did she actually go? Oh, I guess she's there. What's that green thing in the bed there? Condom? Committing adultery. And I maybe have emotions about it. Even though her mom aided and abetted this. So is she not rich? Guess we haven't seen her house, have we? Maybe in that one shot. What? Let her mom only have $67, and she took a pay cut to be a what? A producer to do 3 minutes of work. Although she's doing it for like famous people, right? Nice to find someone else as you transition through a divorce. You so crazy. Now, Whitney was going through public stuff during this film, maybe? She had just married Bobby Brown, but I'm sure it was starting. And then later they end up on reality television. So it's a fall from the top, for sure. Go watch I Want to Dance with Somebody. 80s Whitney. You took him fishing? All right. Again. Putting pressure on all these men to be everything, too. Which is ultimately not what you need. And which one's Russell? I have now lost track of all the men in this picture. Oh, that one. Okay. The one we got no development on, and I don't think has had a single line. Oh, yeah, we heard him on the recording at least, but damn, she is putting it out there in this film. And why are all these women trying to get men who are already married? That's another just violating plot hole here. Like, the whole problem with one of them is breaking up marriages, and yet they're doing the same trifling shit, including Angela Bassett. Damn, that is the most racy outfit. Yeah, I mean, what do you expect? She's really got the worst of the men, though, huh? Yeah, I mean, wow. Nice Black Jesus painting. Okay, so he's a musician, I guess. He played the sax. Up with People Choir. Ugh. A positive youth movement. Ugh. All right, so we got no other impression that he played saxophone or why he was going to Spain, unless I just missed it. And we certainly didn't know that was even him playing the saxophone because it happened at the dusk with no footage. This is, giant plot holes here. Yeah, why are you asking me? I'm dating another married man between three married men. Ugh. There's a lost kid there. We heard off camera. My life. Okay, are we going to help this kid or not? Nope, guess not. Raining in Arizona once again. I guess it does that in the winter. Yeah, all that smoking, not good for you, huh? You just put that hot tea on the bed. It's going to fall over. It's a good question. That's a complex question, daughter. Well, let's sit down and talk about where you heard that. So Wesley's writing her now. I'm guessing that's him. Okay. I don't know. I mean, you kind of emotionally and kind of physically cheated on her, so and cue you up for after she dies. Rick James would beg to disagree. I wonder if he wrote that with periods after each word. Mm. No, you cannot. Material wealth. Mm. Again, a very quick development. Just go meet someone else. Go meet a single person. Mm. Get him, Whitney. Mm-hmm. Well, then why'd you go along with it? Why'd you go along with it at all, though? Is your fault. How old are you at this point? But I've forgiven myself. Exactly. Except you'll keep doing it with other people and other married men and mm, more childish behavior. No Charles Barkley back there? Is that Barkley? There he is. Okay. Eh, let's not make that a hard and fast rule. Oh, I'm sorry. I was doing work, but okay, sure. Is it cell phone or just remote? You're only 33. You got time. Mm, well, I wouldn't be so quick to claim that last one. What's that little thing on the back of her phone? Mm, yeah, I mean, stop pushing. She's got a career. Let her do her thing. Well, go out and meet someone. If that's your main thing, work on it. What's the premise here? Old women are useless? Pretty dark. Jesus. And what about her behavior and other things like that? What a classy man, you know? We don't know anything about him. Yes, he left her and cheated on her, but they've also broken up marriages and other things, and he's held his composure and not acted like a fool or a child or a criminal. So I empathize with him in this story. I don't think she deserves, quote unquote, anything in the 50-50 split. That's how that works. It's as easy as that. She's pregnant. Mm, well, maybe also not the best choice. Mr. Fix It over here. His whole character arc. Yeah, few people do. And a lot of y'all in this film don't either. That's enough. Yeah, you can talk to her now. Come on. An apology doesn't buy everything, but it's a start, right? I think a lot of people think confession is the absolution because it feels like everything will be okay. And then there's no behavior change, though. This is the dynamic in relationships I find aggravating. But her character is easily the most sympathetic and the most respectable, I think, of all the friends. Damn, that's a development. Again, how much time has passed here? Months? Years? Since New Year's? I mean, it's still raining in Arizona, so I assume it's winter still. People fall in love quickly. I know that's realistic, but why are you blurring out the nasty tongue action for the rainy porch? It's pretty in its way, for sure, but would you have shown it as you did show it with Whitney and the other girl? Oh, so 1 year later. Okay, so this is next year. Roberta Flack. Now, she would have given birth by now, right? If it was January still, I don't. I wonder if only Whitney's allowed to sing when she starts. Tookie. I prefer Tookie. They like a Dustin Hoffman film. So have they just learned to be single? I guess Loretta has a man who loves her. Okay, no, so she's just pregnant. Okay. So then that means it's under 9 months ish. So we were into what? March, April, or May by that last scene? April showers, maybe? And this was a good idea. If you could just drive off and make fires like that. Okay, so we bookend with New Year's with what? Not a lot of lessons learned. Loretta kind of has an arc, and she has a man. The other girl just gets a baby, no man. Angela Bassett got a lot of shit in a divorce that she didn't really deserve because she's kind of, kind of a shit person. And the three on the right definitely have a thing for married men that unites them. Loretta is kind of the moral center here. This is a very staccato slow motion here. I don't enjoy this special effect. Either slow-mo it right or don't. Thank God it stopped. Well, that was interesting. Definitely not a good film. I would say you could skip this one unless you just love Whitney, Angela, Loretta. The men are, not the focus in this film. I get it, but they're underused. Wesley Snipes only there for his weird emotional affair. I guess that's something waiting in the lurch for Angela's character. A lot of these people are complex, which makes it sound good, but are they good or bad? I don't know. And again, that's not to overly criticize anything. One, it's hard to write any character. Two, it's hard to write realistic characters with verite, and then people will complain that they're not likable or whatever, and one thing can push people away. So, it is very 90s, but honestly not overly 90s. It is very rich, beautiful people problems. We have that, and I'm creating my own problems. So, no disagreement with the critics there. I do like the songs and the music a lot. Forrest Whitaker gets a soundtrack executive producer credit. And just way to, make it in and set yourself up. But he made a lot of money for studios, so I'm sure that kept him going, and I don't know what else he's directed. Really don't know anything about his directing career, but stay tuned for Ghost Dog. Anyway, interesting New Year's movie that has nothing to do with New Year's, so it fits our Christmas vibe. No real resolutions learned, I would say. No real major arcs. Just kind of one thing to another, and then this feel-good imagery of sisterhood and friendship. So, security for Miss Houston. Okay, nice. Only she does. She was definitely the biggest name, even at this time. I mean, Angela Bassett was a pretty big star, but Whitney Houston's fucking Whitney Houston. So, next level of fame. I like how they hid the cocaine slyly in this film. When Whitney would definitely be someone who's doing that at this time, knowing her real life arc. Anyway, if you're doing cocaine on New Year's, do it safely. Enjoy yourselves. And yeah, stay tuned for a few more holiday-esque movies before we return to the standard lineup here on the Big Sleepover Moviecast. Happy 2024. Bye-bye.